Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing? What's up?
Hi,
Hi.
friends.
Hi. I just showed Tugs where the nice Biva clip
Nice.
came from, and now it's in my head.
I know. I got it. I was singing it because it's in my head for some reason. Nobody played
Yeah.
it on my streams. I don't know why.
Um I know. I saw that I was setting up the show. We are at episode 149. I think we should make 150 as big as 149, and I'm going to be hungover on the plane on the way to Orlando. I am down for it,
Hold
if
on, let
you're
me
down.
math. Do I work the next day? What's today? Today's the 11th? I don't work the next day. Next week. Thank God.
Well, there we go. So
I
maybe
clock it
we'll
the
go wild.
19th. It's the day after St. Patrick's Day. So we could still do green. We could, if we wanted, we could do like a post St. Patty's slash 150 slash I don't know anymore. On the 18th. All the
Well,
slashes.
we will see. I hope it will be good. But either way, I'm down for getting a little drunky poo with
Yeah.
you. It's always a good time. Always a good time. So, anyways, I know you just streamed. What did you stream?
Dispatch.
Nice. Where are you now?
I think I have one episode left. I'm getting ready to start episode 8.
1 hour left. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Blonde Blazer is your true love, right?
I haven't decided yet. I can tell you right now, I kicked Vizzy off the team. And I was
Ooh.
vindicated AF for that because she stole the astral projector glowy thing. So she can get bit.
Once evil, always evil.
I
Or
guess.
something
I
like
mean, I'm
that.
sure there's gonna be a plot twist with it, but like I've been wanting to cut her. It wouldn't let me the first time. Then it cheated me out of the decision the second time. And the third time is no. I was done. I was like, nope. You got my boy Chase sick or hurt really bad. Nah, bro. You're a wild loose cannon, and anybody else would have put you down like the rabid dog you are. Goodbye. I'm over it.
Oh damn. Oh damn. Well, there we go. So if you want to see
Fix her. We have tried to fix her. She is unfixable.
it's like when girls try to fix a dude, it's not gonna work, okay?
We cannot fix her. She is I tried 3 separate times. Okay.
And then there's us. We try to fix the world somehow by talking and complaining about people. Men, women, doesn't matter.
Yeah, well,
you guys are in my sights. Yeah. Wow. You know what, guys? Yeah, there's actually a video. I have a video. Where is it? Now I have to look for it. Guys are very easy to deal with. Now I can't find the freaking video that I want to show you.
Of course.
And this is going to make me sad. Of course. I know. It's really bad. Really bad. Oh, here it is. How to make a man happy versus how to make a woman happy.
Flash him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, point contended. She doesn't even have to say anything.
I know.
Arrows. Why is she opening her mouth? Oh, her glasses are cute.
They're very cute. She's very cute. She's sitting just the right way.
I can't sit like that. I look like a chunky monkey.
Yeah. So let's see what she has to say. Although I'm sure all the men in the chat are very happy already.
How to make a man happy versus how to make the woman happy. Let's start with the man. You ready? Cook for him. Sleep with him. Show him love. Respect him. That's pretty much it, right? 4 things. You can literally write all of that, the manual for men, on a Post-it note. Now, how to make a woman happy. Brace yourself. You ready? Be strong, be confident, be emotionally intelligent, be funny, be ambitious. Oh, also be her plumber, her electrician, her lawn guy, her general contractor, her ATM, her therapist, her life coach, her best friend, her security system, her bodyguard, her travel agent, her Uber driver, her photographer, her personal assistant, her handyman, her lover, her emotional support animal. And we are not even halfway done. Oh, and you better do all of those things while also being mysterious, exciting, unpredictable, available, but not too available, supportive, but not boring, confident, but not arrogant. And after all of that, you might still hear, yeah, I just feel like something's missing. Meanwhile, the man is sitting there like, babe, those tacos you made me and that hug and that sex session. That was amazing. Men are simple creatures. Feed them, love them, respect them. Done. Ladies, let's do better, shall we? Because right now, the return of investment is a little unbalanced. How to make
I mean, I think she's speaking a lot of truth right
She's
there.
she's also a little unbalanced.
Well, she's gonna topple over. I saw some people in chat.
She has a great personality, a single guy says.
She's got some big points on her. 2 at least. I'm a horrible person, clearly.
Oh my gosh, that's what the chat, I don't remember who it was. My chat said that exact same thing about Invisigal when she took her top off in the locker room.
Oh,
I fired her ass.
you have the blackouts, right?
I have the black bar.
Half the time, whenever something came up, I'm like, this is just because I need to know what they look like underneath this. Pause a moment, put it to a screen of just my face.
My favorite part about the black bar, like nudity filter on that game is at one point, Blonde Blazer is texting you, asking like, do we throw Invisigal under the bus, blah, blah, blah. And she makes like a big typo. And she responds with, shit, I meant whatever. And they blocked out the word shit.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
They're cursing the whole game. F-bombs are being dropped. People are like borderline throwing racist stuff at Flambe gay.
Yeah, I called him Flam gay too.
Like, but the word shit is too much.
Hey, you know, censorship. If you're gonna censor the boobas, then I guess you have to censor the words too. That would make sense.
How did Invisigal's boobs look? Were they pierced? Were her nipples pierced? I bet you they are.
They're just regular boobs. Even the green guy, his pee-pee was just, you know, it was whatever. Wasn't like it was veiny or anything. Oh my gosh. I think men are very simple creatures. They just have to be attracted to you. I think that's the only like stipulation, and be able to take your crap. That would be the more pickier part, and I think each guy is different, obviously. But if you have a general attraction and you bring him peace, happiness, and can respect him and feed him every now and then, you know, I think you're doing pretty well.
Yep.
And we just require a lot more. And now the animal kingdom has made this for us. We get to be picky because we take 9 months to incubate our children in our bellies. And so we have to be pickier. But now we're almost too picky.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. You know, it's a lot about personality traits, which it's pretty fair. You want someone who at least wants kids, raise them similarly. Yeah. And I think those are some pretty, important things. But if you're like, I need him to wake up and get me flowers every day. Yeah, that's not realistic. That's not realistic.
Also, that's expensive. Oh. Well, it's not actually. Go to Walmart.
Well, yeah. Or if you grow them yourself, if you have a garden at home,
The flowers at Walmart are like $5. And every time I get them, they last like 2 weeks. They're amazing.
There we go. I don't like buying flowers because I am so sad when they die.
I know.
Well, that, and I also like to reshape them or repot them, and so that it looks the way I want it to look. So I'll have to recut some stems and whatnot. So yeah. I believe your wife is Asian. This makes so much sense. My wife doesn't want me spending lots of money on flowers.
I do. I tell that to Duke too, and he still comes home with HEB flowers, which if you've ever tried to buy flowers at HEB, and I'm not saying I'm not ungrateful, okay, but like my Valentine's Day flowers was this huge, it was gorgeous, and I still have some of the carnations over there. They're holding in there. They're holding strong.
But Valentine's a month later?
Yeah, you can kind of see one right there, the red right there, kind of sort of sticking out. The roses, they're gone, unfortunately, but the carnations are holding strong. But I just know that bouquet cost him a semi-pretty penny.
Yep. One of those rare ones.
A lot longer than the normal HEB ones, so I was proud about that. The Walmart ones, I'm telling y'all, and it's cheap. You just walk into Walmart, they're right there in the front. You grab like the $5 bouquet or more. They do have more expensive ones, but the $5 ones, they're fluffy enough without being like You have to find like
over
80
there.
mazillion vases, and they literally will last you 2 weeks. So
Damn.
we love them. It's not hard. Just walk in, walk out.
That's cool though.
We
That's
don't
cool.
steal them, but
If ever people want to get me plants, get me one that's potted. Well, and make sure I'm
Oh.
not flying. Because that's kind of strange to go on a plane with a potted plant.
that would be hilarious. Can you go on a plane with a potted plant?
You'd have to put it through security, I would imagine. Can you imagine putting that through the x-ray machine?
That would be amazing. I think you should do it. I think somebody should gift you a
Roll
potted
over,
plant
and
at
the seal
MegaCon.
would fall, and then ruin the machine and you break it. And then all of a sudden, you're in crap. So probably not a good idea. How can we get you plants? You just can't. You just can't. And that's okay. That's okay. I think there's also some things with the border that you're not supposed to bring plants back and forth just in case the diseases or
Oh
bugs
my God.
that
You
could
know
be
what?
associated with
The
them.
border itself is a disease.
Hey, I have to cross it to get to you guys. I'm trying my best here.
I'm so tired of this whole border disease thing. We didn't think about that when we brought like invasive species and stuff over here. No.
Well, now you have the Chinese beetle that like destroys trees.
My point exactly.
But people have also
And
done it
snakes.
vice versa. In Australia, the cane toads, they're disgusting. They got brought in and they took over because there's no predator or natural predator there. And so that's also happened with certain birds. Sometimes it doesn't like occur. I think like there was little birds brought to the UK that seemed fine, but that's because they didn't really make a huge impact. Whereas, bring something in, diseases come.
Yeah. Yeah. It just is something else. I'm gonna get you a potted plant. A big one.
Well, when I drive. It'll be great.
Mm-mm.
It'll be great. All right. So we got a lot of action happening over here. We got Cajun Corey with 5 says, how do you get a country girl's attention? Attract her. That's good. I like that one.
That's funny.
I read a joke earlier. Let me find it so that I don't butcher it because it was so funny. And I know who put these Streamlabs on Gary's side, and I'm totally reading this in just a moment. But while that's
Andrew,
loading,
you cannot take the devil's lettuce plant on the airplane.
okay.
Can't do that.
We got here. Oh, here it is. Helen Keller walked into a bar, then a table, then a chair.
No.
I
Do
just
you guys
love that
think
one
she was
so much.
actually blind and deaf? There's conspiracies on the internet.
I know,
she
I saw
wasn't
that. It
actually.
was going around Twitter even this past week that
Was it?
Yeah, I think it pops up every now and then that she's not actually, blind.
I
And
mean, it would be very hard.
I think you would have to really be good at not reacting to something in front of you.
Well, but yeah, and the other thing is like people are like, oh, if she's deaf and blind, how did she learn to do all the things that she did? Like literally, how do you teach somebody to do the things?
Well, you
that
can
she
be
did?
legally blind and still see.
See a little. That's fair. I don't know that have they said how much
I have no idea.
blind she was? I'm gonna look it up now.
I don't even know if
completely off the way.
our version of legally blind existed when she was alive either.
Let's see.
To be fair. while
Profoundly
you're doing-
deaf and blind.
Oh.
Total darkness, it says. Again, how do we know this though? Because how do you teach her to speak? To be like, I'm blind, I can't see you. I have questions.
Yeah.
How
I
do
mean,
you
when
learn to
deaf
read
people-
Braille? How do you learn to use a typewriter? I have questions.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's hard to say.
Yeah.
Well,
it's crazy.
life's unanswered questions. Mongoose, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. And Mate has gifted 5 Poor Choices memberships. And Mongoose has gifted 5 Poor Choices memberships as well. You guys are insane
Oh my
today.
gosh. I do have, just in case.
Ooh, well, we did hit 50.
Okay. Is
Should
that
we
what
start
we're
the
stopping?
show toasty?
Is that what we're stopping?
I think so. And then the next one's 75. Sorry. Mate, I didn't know you were traveling for $5, says, greetings from Japan. Where are you at? I'm in Canada. Boo.
I thought you were making a joke, mate. I didn't realize you were actually in Japan. I read that completely wrong. I was like, are you making a time traveling joke? I'm so confused.
Am I too soon? I'm too soon, aren't I? I don't know what that means. Did you finish or arrive on time to Japan? I don't know.
Did you finish on time?
Are you a wizard, mate? Let me know when you're ready. Okay, cheers.
Sorry. Ooh. Chocolate
All right.
inflation. Listen, we gotta pay for gas somehow.
God, inflation, which we're going to talk about tomorrow. We're going to talk about some inflation.
I
saw
live
recently.
in the oil capital of the United States, aka Texas, and our diesel is $5 a gallon, and our gas is $3.20.
And we live in the ho-flation era where this woman, she apparently broke down the cost of her date prep.
Oh,
and
no, not these
let's
again.
let's just see what this guy did with her video, because I thought this was hilarious, because
It's pretty.
I agree with him on the way he broke down the costs. Measuring.
Je vois la vie en fête et en délire, suffoquant sous le soleil et sous la toile, et j'entends dans la musique les cris, les rires, qui éclatent et rebondissent autour.
So $700, $12.05. But I think that is better and is more accurate. Yeah, the products that you put is how much it costs, but you know, my face cream lasts a month. You know, my face wash lasts 6 months. So the fact that you would have the audacity to say, "Oh my gosh, I use this eyeshadow is $70, so you know it costs $70 to get ready." No. Do you say the same thing for when you eat, you know, part of your bag of rice? No. Crazy. You crazy. And this is the delusion of women sometimes.
You crazy girl. She's so pretty too. Look at
She
her.
honestly, she was very pretty when
Flawless.
she
I mean, she's pretty either way. And that's a really natural makeup look for I wasn't expecting her to go that natural on her makeup, to be
but
honest.
$758 for her entire skin regime. And maybe this would be a better video for, instead of getting, you know, how much it costs to go on a date, this should be how much it costs to have the skin routine I have and the makeup routine.
Yeah. My skin routine is from the Dollar Tree.
Is that like the dollar store? I'm just making sure,
Mhm.
because we don't got one of those there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not wearing anything right now, but
Me
we
neither.
raw dogged it tonight.
I haven't worn makeup, like proper full makeup, since the last trip I was on.
Oh yeah, there you go. You have flawless skin though. Okay, this is a filter.
Oh
I
wait,
look
actually, I
like
think I might actually have a little bit of a filter from the time. Oh, there we go. I had some splotchy skin, so I took it down a level. There you go.
you're still flawless. This is without the filter.
Yeah. Okay, I'll show you what it was with the filter. With the light, it looks
With
a
the
little
filter?
little
Without.
different. The filter was
Wait.
here. So here,
hmm
there you go. See?
Yeah, I see no difference.
See some splotches.
There.
Okay. Thanks. You're so sweet.
You have flawless skin, you're Asian. Shush.
Well, it's cheaper for me to get ready for a date. I don't know if I'm cheaper to date than this girl.
No, we like
I
food
like
too
good
much.
food.
I was gonna
Good
say we
food.
like food too much and drinky drinks too much.
Yeah, like if we go to a steak restaurant, sorry, I'm gonna get like an 8-ounce steak probably with some fixins, like a salad, maybe a potato. I don't need an appetizer though. I think an appetizer is too much. I think with 3 or 4 people at least, an appetizer is fine. Unless it's shrimp. I really like shrimp. Shrimp is so
Ooh,
expensive
shrimp.
though. It's so expensive.
You
I
love a
like
good
really good
cocktail.
food. Now, I feel like I'm getting called out for this because I have done this before, but maybe not at this level because my PJs are different. But the food professor says one of my pet peeves at the grocery store is seeing people shop in their PJs. Call me old fashioned. Now, I do not wear PJs like this. This looks like you gave up on life.
Yeah, she's got me the bonnet kills me. Not the bonnet.
I think the only person that can get away with a bonnet like this possibly is like a Black woman because they kind of need it to tame their hair and to sleep.
But not in public. It's for
I
sleeping.
wouldn't do it in public. Now, we've talked about this with the dropping the kids off picture or video. I forgot what it was. A woman, came like dressed in her PJs, dropping off her kid. Maybe she's in the middle of getting ready. Is that appropriate? I don't really care. But at the grocery store in public, where you're going to spend 15 to half an hour at least, I don't need to see you in your PJs.
Yeah.
At least, okay, I will say this. Leggings is a step up.
Literally.
Yep. So, or just wear sweatpants. Sweatpants are great PJs, and it looks cuter on than this.
Yeah.
So, I'm definitely a hater of that.
Yeah, I've done it for like where I'm at the house and I'm in my PJs. I've run to like Walmart real quick. You run into Walmart, run into HEB. I've done that. You run back out just real quick, but I've not done it like let's go out and go on a full-on shopping trip at Costco.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now we're gonna go to a different type of wear. I have to laugh at this video because honestly, I think it depends on which guy is delivering. But apparently, these set of girls wanted to give tip, but not in the dollar amount.
Thank you so much. Can I give you a little tip? Bye.
Anyways,
the best part, not the best part, the worst part about this video is that like he lingers because duh, but then he like tries to invite himself in, like, what are you guys doing? And they're like, well, maybe next time we'll call you. You work on Sundays? Do you work on Sundays? Blah, blah,
and that's the thing is like, okay, if you flash a dude, guess what? That's a version of flirting. You think this is funny? You think this is good for content? You think this is appropriate? Now you might have, your house. He knows your address. He might come back.
Oh yeah, I mean he has your address now, and he knows that you are willing to show your boobs. So
yeah, he knows what you look like. So, don't be an idiot. Girls do like doing that though. Like these ones. Hey, to each their own. I'm not a fan of flashing, I guess. You guys can see my wrists and my arms, I suppose. Maybe my feet in public, but yeah, I won't be flashing anyone for a tip.
Yeah, no. That's crazy. Like, no.
It's disgusting.
And then when he comes back, well, not when, if
the inevitable is he's going to be like
with him and a few friends and does the unthinkable, they're gonna scream, men suck, men are this, men are animals, blah blah blah.
Well, and what if he comes back with a group of people and it's like these women are up for DTF or whatever the term kids use these days? I don't know because I'm not Gen X, Gen Z, or Gen Z, or Gen Alpha. But you end up making yourself a target. And we've seen this with catcalling. And this is on the next level of catcalling because now you're not just wearing a short skirt, short shorts, boobs showing. You showed your boobs in your hoo-ha. So, is it smart? No. But you got the clicks and you went viral, I suppose. So congrats to you. Congrats to you.
Yep.
So let's see. We have Poseidon with the 5 says X-ray is always absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Poseidon. Cheers. And Andrew Matthews for £2 British. What if he was wearing them glasses that record? Oh, that's true. That's true. What if he had
that's
a
a good
body
point.
cam?
I think about that. Yeah.
They wouldn't have known any different. I mean, I don't think he had glasses. I wasn't really looking at him, to be honest. Oh, no, he had no glasses on, so could have been bad. Now and then all the, I think it was Kenya, the Kenyan IT group, they can see you. They know what you look like. Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah,
That's what I say. It's okay to be mid. Mid means average, and being in the average is great. No? If it's, if you're on the other end of average.
People are so crazy.
I hate that being called mid is a diss. Oh my gosh. Now, have you seen this new photo trend? I've seen like 2 or 3 of these videos about husbands and wives where the husband never smiles with his wife or girlfriend, but does in his like hobbies. It's like, no smiles. I also just think most men don't like being photographed. And then when he's with his friends, completely different person.
He's a handsome dude. Got a smile. That's
Uh-huh.
not the same guy. I guess maybe it could be with a beard. Man, a beard really changed that man.
No, see, like it is totally the same guy,
No.
right? It's just that
I mean,
first
you are
picture.
taking a picture of him mid-drink there and driving, so I don't know that those 2 pictures count.
This one doesn't count. This
I don't-
one, he
that
got
one counts.
surprised.
Like, why are you not?
He got surprised. He was like, "Smile." What?
He doesn't look surprised. Looks bored.
So, I mean, hey, I think most dudes don't care about photos. And if you care about photos, like your favorite person, clavicular, then I have sus on like, I don't know how manly you are.
I mean, I
Just-
feel like it's not rocket science to just be like, or whatever in your picture with the woman you chose to spend your life with. But what do I know? I don't know.
I also think that being in nature, well, at least in this situation, being in nature, doing the thing you love, evokes a different type of happiness. You also do it less often than hanging out with your person. I'm assuming they're married. Yeah, they're married. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'm crazy. Guys, do men like taking photos in this chat? Am I crazy to think that most men that I know don't like photos?
No, they don't. But it's not just smile. Your girlfriend wants to take a photo of you. Your wife wants to take a photo with you. Like, why is this such a pain? Why do you guys always complain about everything we want to do? Honestly, just smile. It's not that hard. Pose with your stupid drinking glass. Make a silly face. Like,
Every guy
God.
is different.
so done.
Family
The
photos.
divorce
I
came
also
out of
think this is-
nowhere. The divorce came out of nowhere. Anyway.
Family photos are nauseating. That's another thing that I personally do not like is family photos. When it's with the professional photographer, it's like, put your hand here, now turn and do this. I always feel like I'm doing this. I'm like, turn your head more. I don't turn, I swear.
That's funny.
Oh, I do like taking pictures under certain circumstances, but normally I'm busy being engaged. Yeah. I find when I go on trips, there's people and like I'll try to remember to do at least one photo. I tend to not take pictures and then I forget and I'm like, oh crap, now I have nothing. I have nothing. Steph's actually the one that remembers for me most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty good at that. So, but yeah. Just as the video said earlier, it takes a lot more to make a woman happier than a man, I
Listen,
suppose.
if you take the pictures now, you'll have less scrambling to do should she get hit by a car tomorrow and die and you need photos for her memorial slideshow at her funeral. You're fucking welcome.
Oh my god. Why did we go there? So dark.
I'm just saying.
That's just one aspect, okay? It's okay. I found a bunch of my photos from like which is also why I found that dancing video I had on Twitter from like
Oh yeah.
16 to 27. Almost like a decade of my time. And just going back on those, I'm like, wow, what was I up to during that time? How was I feeling? This is kind of crazy to look back.
Yeah.
It's more fond of those memories now than I did at the time when I took those pictures, I'm sure. I am quite sure. But anyways.
Take the damn picture. It's not that hard, guys.
Yeah, back when I was young and fun. I'm not young anymore and I'm definitely not fun. Oh, damn. If I'm dead, what do I care? Andrew, that's
It's
dark
not
too.
you, it's the funeral. Oh my god, you guys are driving me bonkers. It's like it's the same. You know what's the really sad trend is? Forget the smiling ones. It's the ones where the husband never takes any candid photos or videos of the mom playing with the kids ever. And I have seen that firsthand. Like they never think to pull out their photo, their camera to take candid pictures of like, oh, she looks really beautiful. Let me take a picture. Or look at her playing with our 2-year-old and they're having so much fun. Let me take a video. Like ever, it's always her that does that kind of stuff, and that makes me really sad. Though that one,
I do
make me
think
really sad.
I do think it's definitely more of like a feminine value. Like I do like looking back at photos a lot at like, you know, my dog or memories or whatever it is. But I think maybe I'm generalizing, but from the guys that I know, they're not as sentimental. And I'm not sure if that's just the people I know versus just people in general. So it is nice to have to go back and remember these fond memories, even if at the time you're probably crazy or tired or whatever it was. You look back and you're like, oh, that was a nice time. So yeah. Thread says, I like photos of my kids. Do you like to be in them?
Is your wife in them? If you have one,
Or
go ahead
baby
and
mama?
look back. Double dog dare you.
I like making scrapbooks.
I
and photo
do.
books.
I've never been good at scrapbooking, but I love photo albums. I have a bunch in storage.
Yeah. But oh, now there's the internet. Now there's almost too much stuff out there. So, oh, here, wife is in some of them. Okay.
Some of
My phone is full of the person I love the most, my cat.
I'd be
Hey,
interested to see how many pictures of the kids have you in them with the kids versus the ones you have of your wife in them with the kids. I bet you she has more of you with the kids and like also the kids. Like forget the kids separately. I bet you that she has more of you with them, interacting with them than you do of her. I bet you anything. And this is a general statement, but I bet you anything. She has more candid photos of you driving. She has more candid photos of you scrolling on your phone. She has more candid photos of you in general than you will ever have on your phone of her. And that makes me sad. Forget the phone, like camera, whatever. Like that just makes me sad.
Yeah.
Like you would think this person that you love your whole world, you want to marry and create babies with them, and you can't even think about capturing some moments. That's so wild to me. I don't know. That's the difference between men and women, I guess.
Teach their own, right?
I guess, yeah.
Hey, as long as you have what you need and want, then you know, then what else is there to complain about? So all right, let's get to the body weight and body image part of our stream. There's a photo that has been going around where, do you remember like last year, Erin Moriarty from The Boys?
Her face. Yes.
Yeah, so she looked like extremely gaunt, maybe Ozempic, who knows? But she looked very skinny and it looked like she had the buccal fat removal. But she went to the Saturn Awards, I think that's last weekend, and she's looking a lot healthier, in my opinion. A lot healthier.
Mm-hmm.
And
her face still looks awful.
Oh, you mean like which part?
Her nose job is awful. It's so bad. It looks
Do you not
so
like
bad.
the way it like swings up? Is that
yeah, whoever did her nose job should be sued. It looks so bad.
Oh
like
my
if you pull up a picture of her before, it's distracting. It's so sad. I don't know why she had this cute little nose. I don't know what she did, and I don't know who authorized it, but they should be fired immediately. I don't know which doctor needs to hear this, but it's okay to say no. I know you're going to lose out on a lot of money, but you still make a shit ton of money. Go hire a Kardashian. Like, oh my god. Her nose.
Okay, let's pull up what she looked like.
That doctor should be fired. And it was distracting. I don't know if anybody still watches The Boys, but after all this drama went down, I pulled up I watched some part of the season that this was premiering before, and I don't know if it was the last one or one before, but it's distracting. Her work, her facial work is absolutely distracting.
Okay, so
The
this
body
is
weight, she
probably
does look
before and
normal.
after. But I
But
guess
look
it
at her
kind of went
nose.
down a little bit. I suppose.
Oh
Or
my
here's
God.
here's. Oh, that one's like so pixelated. Come
Yeah.
on. Here we go. This is like very young. Um,
Fired. The doctor should be fired. Fired. I don't. What?
the hard part is we don't know the conversation that went on between her and the doctor, because she could have very well said, "I want this as well," and he abided by what she
I
wanted.
don't care. Sometimes people need therapy before they decide to cut their faces up.
Maybe. But I think if you want the surgery, it's hard to argue against it. I don't know for sure because that's obviously patient
Look how
doctor
cute she
privilege.
is. She was
But
so stinking cute and pretty. Like, and you watched her because she was young when the boys started. I mean, not like young, but she was younger. And you watched her as she was growing. She's in her early 20s, as she's growing up to be like more of a woman than she already is, and then she does this to her face. Like, girl,
I
it was
definitely
distracting. Put on the last
do.
season of The Boys. It was so distracting. Oh my
I
gosh. I
definitely
was
don't
like,
like this look for her, but I do like
no.
what she like that the fact that she's filled out. I almost guarantee you that she is not very happy with herself in this moment though, right now. Just
Who is
being in
that?
Hollywood.
Like, I barely recognize her, honestly.
I honestly didn't know that was her or seeing her.
Exactly. There we go. There it is.
Until someone said that's Erin
can't.
Moriarty. I'm like, wait, what? Because I'm so used to seeing the trend today with like the buccal fat removal and then having the shading to look like you have like the most gaunt looking cheeks. And I think that's a product of Hollywood just being around very skinny plastic women who just are trying to eat like one piece of cheese a day. Yes, I see you there. What was that movie called again with Anne Hathaway where Emily Blunt was like, if I get dizzy, I just eat a piece of cheese.
Oh, yes.
Devil Wears Prada.
Devil's Wears Prada.
Like things like that. It's just the social pressure of being skinny. It does get to you. And I think that's the thing that sucks about living in Hollywood. So
Oh, apparently she's been diagnosed with Graves' disease, hence the weight gain.
Oh, that
Autoimmune
sucks.
disorder causing significant weight fluctuations, sorry, both loss and gain. It doesn't explain your face. So
Huh? Yeah. Well, I'm also glad that she didn't overline her lips like she did in that previous photo that we
I think
saw.
that other one is fresh out of the injector situation too, for sure.
Maybe. Oh wait, I can pull it back up. I kind of want to look at it again just for comparison. Where is the photo? God, there's so many pictures. Oh, here it is. Okay. She definitely overlined her lips as well.
It also looks like, and yeah, it's both, I'm pretty sure. And also, like that skinny of the nose, like when the fat photo first dropped, I was like, oh my God. Like, yes, she's had stuff done, you could tell, but that's also a lot of makeup too. She's contoured
It's a ton of makeup on her nose, even.
She's contoured her cheekbones to make them look a little sallower, whatever the word is I'm going for. But she's
swallower.
Swallowed some
love it.
crap is what she swallowed.
Yeah. But the problem with like living around this many plastic women, because you just end up going from this cutesy girl, and I can't even tell if her septum is deviated to even say, oh my God, I have deviated septum, I needed the nose job.
Oh yeah, the excuse is
because some people you can tell like they have a deviated septum, but I think her nose looked pretty straight. But yeah, this came up as well. I think you sent this. I once read somewhere that if you're a millennial woman, your main memory of your mom growing up is that she was dieting. I mean, that wasn't with my mom per se.
I think it's mostly an American thing, but where are my millennial girls at? We have a few in the chat. We have a few ladies in the chat. Are you guys millennials? I think Davina is, at least. We rarely have women in here, so if you guys are still here, because I read this and was like, Wait a minute, because that's all my mom did.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Atkins, Weight Watchers. Something
That
in
was such a
between. I was too
fad.
young to know. I don't even remember what it's called. I don't think she does either. But yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah,
It's
cutting
such a
out
fad.
this, cutting out that, doing this, doing that. I mean, the cigarette and beer diet. Constantly.
And
And
beer.
we
That's why I didn't
wonder
lose weight.
that's why I got weight problems now. And what I read that, I was like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. This makes so much sense as to why millennial women, as a general rule speaking, are either morbidly obese or overweight of some. We'll bring it down, or overweight at some point, or consistently overweight, or they're real thin.
Mom did Jenny Craig.
See, Jenny Craig. Where are my millennials in the chat?
I don't know, because I mean, right now the fad is like keto and
yeah.
I try to think just
Craig,
carnivore
what did my mom
diets and
do?
stuff like that.
Jenny
So
Craig, Weight Watchers, the Atkins diet. Those are the three. The South Beach diet was another one.
oh, here we go. Someone says slim fasts, jazzercise,
Slim Fast,
lean
Jazzercise.
cuisine, healthy choice. Some of these things I don't know of. But yeah,
all of our moms were consistently dieting.
People, I guess, wanted to stay skinny, and it makes sense. I do think that was probably the induction of bad ingredients, most likely. Maybe.
Oh, it was bad.
And yeah, and then on top of that, we were getting more sedentary at that point. Back in the day, you would walk a lot more, and now we drive everywhere. You know, it's almost unheard of to walk everywhere unless you're in like New York, one of those like cities, and take like the subway and the train and whatnot. So I've never heard of that one. Nutrisystem.
Nutrisystem. Oh my God.
Gosh.
Oh man. Anyway, I just read that and I was like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, can relate. I think that quite a few of us can relate to our moms in America constantly.
And I mean, like, we got pictures of Margot, and we're still worried about our, life. I do think Margot 2023 versus 2026, like, she was heavier as well. So I say heavier meaning healthy, and now she's looking so gaunt. And the hard part is with the makeup, it's hard to tell is it just makeup or is it a bit of both?
No, you can tell her whole jawline's different. Look how hard it is. And it's a skinnier face too.
Oh, absolutely.
Somebody tried to say that in the comments. It's just contouring. No,
it's both. I agree with both. But it's because like you're bringing the contour down here as well, a lot lower than it used to be.
And she's definitely a lot skinnier than she used to be too, which, all right, fine. Everybody's anorexic now, whatever. But this buccal fat, it looks almost like a buccal fat removal.
Well, you can have the removal, but she has lost weight regardless.
Oh yeah, no, she's super skinny.
I don't know. Who knows if it is the fat removal in the cheeks. Some people just will naturally look gaunt even when they lose weight anyways. Like everyone, their cheeks become more prominent. It's natural for that. So and that's why the fat removal has become such a trend, because it's like, oh, you definitely lost weight, but now everyone all looks like that and y'all look like Skeletor. And she like, I think her best look ever was during the Leo DiCaprio movie when she was his wife.
Around the Suicide Squad era. Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Wolf on Wall Street. Yes, that one. Like that was her probably hottest role she has ever done. And then look where we are now.
She didn't need to lose anything. She was already hot as hell. Women were like, I literally dreamed of taking over her body. Like, can I just take over her body? Thanks.
Well, I mean, the social pressure of losing weight has always been there, even back in the day when we talked about it with the millennials, and then we bring in like America's Next Top Model, and you're hearing these like skinny girls being like, you're still too heavy. Right now, I watched a quick little documentary about K-pop stars where they're not supposed to be anywhere over, I think, what was it, 50 kgs. Was it 50 kgs? That's something silly. 50 kg to pounds. I think it's 45 kgs. How much is that? Like 100 pounds. Oh my God. Like they mass produce these K-pop stars and they're supposed to be the eye of the beholder. Everyone wants to look like them and they all kind of look the same. Same surgeons, same hairstyling, same makeup. It's kind of the same with these pop stars / actors and actresses. So,
Yep.
yeah.
This is another thing too, J Red. I saw I don't know if I sent it in our group chat or not, but I did see a post that was like, this isn't just like the skinny craze, the anorexic craze. Like we've been through that. This happened years ago with America's Not Top Model, like that era. Everybody was rail thin. There's no personality in these people anymore after they do all this stuff. Like even in this picture now, I know she's not smiling, so maybe that would fix it a little. But like she looks dead inside. Like she has her eye color looks lifeless. Like in the picture on the left, her eye color is this bright, vibrant. She's got this glowing skin. Her face is smiley. This picture just looks like she wants to jump out a window and land flat on somebody's car. And they all look like that. All of them. If you look at the before and after, it's like the life has been drained out of their souls or something. It's crazy.
With their fat.
Mhm.
So
It's weird.
I think I would like to see a video of her because a picture is not indicative of what she, looks like. What's this? Margot might not have done surgery. In bodybuilding, we call this death face. You lose fat and muscle to dry out. The problem with women, they lose fat without replacing it with muscle.
That's fair. There's a scientific, that would make sense too. If she didn't do the buccal fat thing, that would make a lot of sense because she obviously is much skinnier. The whole picture, you can see just how thin she's gotten. She's not like Ariana Grande thin, but she's much thinner. So that would make a lot of sense, Last Relic. I've actually heard that before. I've heard of that. I forgot about that.
Let's see. Mate Wimber for 8 months says, no, botched is beautiful. ? LOL.
Oh my gosh. Botched is a great show if you've never watched
I've
Botched.
never watched it. Never watched it. And then Ian, oh my gosh, I think this almost warrants another shot now at this rate, by the way. I wasn't keeping track. I'm assuming Mongoose is maybe not keep track because I totally didn't ask him to. Thank you, Ian, for the fitty. Says, stay plump, ladies. No one wants to cut touching you. Oh, get cut touching you. Ian likes it soft and plumpy.
Okay, yeah, but there's a difference between chunky monkey and a little.
I think he likes a chunky monkey, to be fair.
Oh, Mongoose says $5 left. Oh, that she took it anyway.
It's basically there. My bad. Woo. Close enough with the British pounds. That's what I was thinking. Because with British, I think we're at like 62 or something like that. So, cheers. All right, now we're going to go to the total opposite. I saw this video and I mean, okay, guys, she is a very big woman. There's no doubt about that. But I think this was very mean what happened to her. And mind you, this is a long video. So
the hair ain't doing you any favors, girlfriend.
I know. But anyways, so I listen to her. Maybe you'll feel bad. I don't know. I don't like the way this date went for her.
So I went on a date with this nigga. And while we was on a date, I went to the bathroom before the waitress had came. Because I had to make sure everything was okay or whatever, because I had to use the bathroom, stuff like that. I went to the bathroom, and when I came out, I guess the waiter or waitress never came. So I'm waiting, and I'm like, he's like, you ready to eat? And I was like, yeah, I'm ready to order. He was like, don't worry, I already ordered for you. I said, okay, but you didn't know what I wanted. He's like, oh, I know what you like. Trust me on this. I said, okay. So the food gets there, and he has this beautiful set of 16 all-flat lemon pepper hots and some french fries. And I was sitting there waiting for my food to come. He said, just wait, it's coming. So I'm looking at him eat, and I'm like, okay, can I get a fry? He was like, no, your food is coming, just wait. I waited. He finished eating his food. And after he was done, I was like, the waitress never came.
Okay, people are saying they don't understand her. Okay, so basically she went to the bathroom.
That's you on the playback. Yeah, slow that down. I mean, I understand.
Okay, wait. For the part we missed, she went to the bathroom. She thought she didn't know the waiter didn't come. He said that he ordered for her. He got his food. He's like, your food's still coming, okay?
I was like, don't worry, they're coming right now. So then he He did the sign like this. So when the waitress got there, she brings over the check. And I was like, I didn't do my order. He was like, no, it's fine. They're gonna bring it. Don't worry. And the waitress was looking at him, and I was looking at him. And she was like, what do you want me to do? He was like, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and take the check. So when she brings back his change, he gets up. He's like, are you ready to go? I'm like, I didn't eat anything. He's like, trust me, you've had enough. Excuse me? Okay. That's why I won't be going on any dates. That's why I sit home and I eat Domino's, and I just stay to myself, because I be damn. I be motherfucking damn. Somebody try that on me again.
I actually honestly feel really bad for her. Like, that's so mean.
Why did he go on the date? Did he not know what she looked like beforehand?
I mean, I don't know.
There's
About
no
the
hiding
context
that.
of that.
That's
There
a really
is no,
proud face.
like, she's got very, very round cheeks, and I think the makeup is a little overdone. Even the hair, obviously, is not her hair. You know,
That's cultural appropriation, by the way. Just so you know. I was trying that.
but it's like there's ways to say, you know, you're a bigger girl. But
Right or not?
It's
Like,
true.
why are you there?
Why are you there? Why did you torture this poor girl? Put her down even more. And this is the sad part: is people who are overweight. You might not agree with this, but they have an addiction. Their addiction is legal. Their addiction doesn't hurt that many people in comparison to maybe a drug, but it is still an addiction, and they still have to figure out how to overcome that addiction to food, because your body will tell you, it will literally yell and scream at you with hormones. You're hungry. Eat. And you have to overcome that by eating the right things at the right time with the right fluids. It's not easy, and it's something that you have to think about every single day.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
and I mean, we talked about it earlier with like women and so many different diets, and obviously none of these diets worked for her, unfortunately, but I don't think necessarily this date is going to help her move her in the right direction.
That's definitely not gonna, that's not a way to get the girl to change her habits.
Yeah. I mean, there was a YouTuber, I forgot his name, like he found this woman. They were both like a little overweight. He was very overweight, and they both got fit together, eventually got married, and it's like the sweetest thing. And like, you know,
Cute.
I think that if she maybe had someone who was you don't have to say support her in that way, but just have a bit more of an honest conversation versus a slap in the face after 30 minutes eating in front of her, ordering food, and blah 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 blah. It's just so mean. Yeah.
Yeah, that's rude. Like, why did you go to the first place? Like, what?
Yeah. And I agree. Domino's won't help either. But this is where I'm saying food is an addiction. The only thing making her happy right now, and food makes you happy. Do not get that wrong. I think everyone, for the most part, they eat food to live. Or sorry, yeah. They live to eat food. They don't eat food to live. So that's the only thing giving her happiness, because everything else is so mean and rude out there in the world. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope she loses the weight. I don't know. There's some, I mean, you don't have to have sympathy for her, but I also wouldn't go on a date with her if I didn't feel attracted to her. That is some
I don't know. Like, why would you go? It doesn't matter. But like,
yeah.
What a douche.
I put this on the level, you know, like the thing that he did on the level of girls who just want to go out for food with a date just to have their meal paid for.
Yeah, that was a whole other kind of like vindictive
monster.
Cool. Name him, girl, so nobody goes on a date with him ever again.
There's websites for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Name her or him.
Oh,
Name him.
God. Now, we're gonna go to. I think, was it you that dropped this video? I watched it quickly, but this is
yes.
I don't feel as bad as I did for the last girl.
Gaslighting that fat people face is sadly still very real and alive. I recently went to the doctor in regards to having an infection and talking about managing my type 2 diabetes. And the doctor, just automatically assumed that I do not take care of myself. We start going on about how I need.
Okay. Just looking at her, I agree with the doctor. Anyways.
I do not take care of myself. We start going on about how I need to be on a proper diet. And then I said to them, how do you know I'm not on a proper diet? Because, well, I'm not going to act like the way I eat is 100% perfect. And yes, I do have a history of. However, I've been doing such a great job of eating my vegetables before I eat my protein and fat, before I eat my starch. And I've been drinking a lot of water. And he also assumed that I do not drink enough water, but I'm a freaking fish. I had to explain to this person that I exercise almost every day. Now, am I powerlifting? Am I doing acrobatics? No, it's more so walking or doing some resistance exercise, but nonetheless, I'm doing it. If I were in a smaller body, I can guarantee you I would not be accused of not eating well or not taking care of myself properly. The thing is,
now, if she were in a smaller body, she is right. We would assume that she's taking care of her body because guess what? Taking care of your body is intake and exercise. Or just don't intake as much. My question to her in this sense is, I bet you if you wrote down everything she ate in a day, she would be writing down things that she never remembered she ate.
I know. I kind of wish that somebody, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm wishing that somebody would drop her TikTok link or something so I could look, but I haven't seen it yet or not.
Yeah.
So, which sucks.
It's not, unless you have a disorder where your body doesn't process food or exert the energy necessary for exercise, like, for example, Graves' disease or what Selena Gomez had. I forgot what it was. Kidney issues.
Lupus.
You have nothing to say, because also diabetes, the onset of diabetes is linked to your diet, your body. I've seen people reverse their diabetes just getting healthy and like fitter. So I don't think the doctor is necessarily gaslighting her. I just don't think she is. Well, I think she's delusional and she wants to be pat on the back for one meal that she's eating well, where all the other meals, I'm sure she's not eating very well.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Look at this. If this is true, Andrew, what if she's losing weight and started the changes before, but not at target weight? The doctor would have her initial weight from last year.
Yeah, with diabetes, if this was a case of like somebody like me who rarely goes to the doctor, they don't see me often, and they looked at me and were like, "You obviously don't take care of yourself." I would agree with you and be like, "Well, you don't know where I started. This is where I started." Blah, blah. But she has type 2 diabetes, which means she is in the hospital probably quite a lot, whether it's like an emergency thing or she has regular checkups or she's refilling her insulin or whatever. So they have her history. So they would know, hopefully, logically speaking, whether or not she has lost any weight and any changes were present, would be my assumption. She didn't say it's a new doctor. I went to a new doctor today and he just was an absolute dickhead. She said, my doctor. So
Yeah.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you, Andrew, if it was something like, I never go to the doctor. I don't have a primary doctor, knock on wood. I don't get sick, knock on wood, all the stuff. So like if I were to just walk into a doctor's office, they would be like, hey, by the way, you're fat for your size and your body weight or whatever, but just by looking at me. And so if I had lost weight, like if I was her or whatever, I would have to then explain like, oh, I have, this is where I was, this is where I'm at now. Here are my progress pictures. This is my family history, blah, blah, because that's what new doctors are for. They make assumptions and you have to give them the background. But she's type 2 diabetic. So she's very familiar with the doctor situation. Well, yeah, but she's very familiar with that doctor. So, or should be, anyway, I would hope.
And this is the thing, Mr. Milquetoast, her general complaint is that her fat is not seen as automatically healthy. I'm sorry, doctors are not that delusional where they see someone who's BMI. And now, unless you are a bodybuilder who has a crazy amount of muscle, looks like they have very little fat, but the BMI scale is doing them a disservice, I'm sorry, you're not healthy. You know, we've seen those women and men who are by the scale of BMI only, they are told they're overweight. But if you look at them, even feel their skin, you can feel there's not very much fat. It's all muscle.
Mhm.
So, and I lady, you're not that person. You're not fat. I'm also sorry because you're also probably in America and maybe you see people around you that are that same size. That doesn't mean that it's healthy just because it's the majority. Anyways.
Serve
Well,
myself
and this is the
properly.
thing. This is the thing too, mate, is yes, when you are a certain weight, especially if you're somebody who doesn't move a lot, like we've all seen or heard of my 600-pound life. Those people don't move anywhere, right?
You don't
Because
need
it
to
hurts.
power
They
lift
can't.
either though.
Well, no, but obviously her walking, at least from just taking this video at face value, is not helping either. So maybe we put weights on our wrists and our ankles when we do our walks. And also, how are you walking? Are you just going from like the mailbox back home, or are you doing a mile, 2 miles, like trying to increase? Like, there, walking isn't just going to do a whole, I mean, it is and it isn't. Like, walk is very healthy for you. Like, we should all walk more, yes. But like at some point, you got to go from walking this pace to this pace. You get your heart rate up, it gets your blood pumping, it gets things moving. That's the whole point. Like all this stuff. So if, yes, when you are a certain weight, just getting up, because normally you don't, but that's the first thing the doctor on my 600-pound life says is like, go for a walk. And if you can, just even if it's baby steps. And there was one guy on there that did it and just did it around his house because he literally couldn't leave because he was so heavy he couldn't move but 10 15 steps. But he would make sure, okay, today I did 15 steps, then I did 20 steps, now I've done 25, and blah blah blah. And he made himself be able to get up, because when they're that heavy they don't usually move a lot, so you're sedentary. So that makes sense. But at some point, even that guy at 600 pounds got to the point where I could walk a mile now at 550 pounds, right? So like, are you sedentary? And everybody plateaus in their exercise. This isn't a knock on her specifically. We all do. We all get super plateau in whether it's Pilates, whether it's weightlifting, whether it's running, whether it's walking, to where you have to add something, whether it's a faster pace, whether you put ankle weights on, weights in general, like whatever, you have to add something to mix it up a bit because your body
Incline.
adapts easy.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Believe in yourself. This, you know, this statement here, well, to be fair, when she gets up and walks, it's like powerlifting. That is actually a factual statement because people who are overweight tend to actually have stronger muscles because, I'm saying stronger, than like a smaller person, because they actually need the muscles to move their body around. And that is just, it's just a factual statement. It's not a knock on her. I think if she started doing light weights, like start with 5-pound curls, do some of the shoulders, and do some like I don't know, rows and stuff like that. You don't have to do insane like you don't have to power lift in order to lift weights. That's not on your body. So
yeah.
But the fact that she says starches, I actually don't think she even needs starches. She should be going on a like full keto diet.
Yeah, for now,
like
to
full keto
balance
diet.
out. Yep, I agree.
Because guess what? It's okay to be hungry when you're at this weight because you have a lot of energy stores. It's just math.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't think she should start running. With the amount of weight on her, it's actually really bad for her knees.
Yeah, and her ankles. As somebody who does run or rather regularly years ago, no. And I was a skinny mini and I still had shin splints and stuff like this. You can't just you can,
just
but it's
running.
not recommended. Like
she could
especially at
injure
this
herself.
size.
She could injure herself real bad. Now, if you were saying swimming, okay.
Oh, swimming actually would be good because that helps with the weight too. Yeah, pressure.
We're on the same. She needs to start swimming.
Not yet. Maybe running later.
Or even the bike. The bike would be good for her as well. Because it's not the direct weight on the joints. And because if she actually ran, she might actually end up needing knee replacements if she doesn't hurt herself.
Yep.
If she doesn't need them already, because that's another thing that I've seen. Oh my God. The amount, and this should be a thing. I'm sorry, especially being an X-ray tech. The amount of people I see that get knee replacements when they're severely overweight. Knee replacements and even hip replacements, they're not permanent. You actually might need adjustments or need further surgery. One thing I liked with old school doctors that we had at the hospital was lose 50 pounds first and see if we even need them.
Mm-hmm.
They refused to do the knee replacement because they knew that it would be ineffective in the long run.
Yeah.
So, based or just honest? I think honest is kindness, honestly. Like, you're doing a lying and trying to fluff up these people's feelings. So,
Yeah.
and
Kudos to the doctor, by the way. I love it. It's like, how do you know I don't eat well? Well, ma'am, you have type 2 diabetes. So, like, I
yeah,
don't know. It's just a guess.
yeah. I mean, just looking at her, I can't even see her neck. I mean, we're both not at our prime weights that we should be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna agree with myself on that part.
But at least I can see my neck.
Yes, exactly. Girl, lady, I can't even tell where your neck starts and ends. You're like Ed from 90 Day Fiance.
I honestly hope she gets the help she needs.
Mm-hmm.
And by that, I mean, I hope she helps herself because
Eating well or not taking care of myself properly. Thing is, fat people, we can do everything right, but if the labs don't look great, or if we have once again another infection, it's suddenly our fault. Instead of saying
it is because you put the food in your mouth or didn't do the exercise or whatever.
put it in your mouth.
or fault. Instead of saying, oh, well, clearly you're not eating well because of the way your labs or your frequency of infections are looking, maybe you could say, hey, how is your diet going? Are you eating balanced meals? Let me know about that. But instead, you just automatically assume, especially someone who's been trying so hard to, keep being in recovery from this thing. I can't say it out loud, getting in trouble on TikTok.
I have no idea what she's saying, by the way.
I don't know. I know she's pointing out a word, but it got cut off on our screen.
Proud of the choices that I make. I feel so empowered by my knowledge about nutrition. Just to have a doctor just assume the worst. And then you wonder why fat people don't like going to the doctor. If there's anything I can tell you about like the fat liberation community, is that we actually care so much about our health. But the problem is that doctors like to gaslight us. And then in turn, we don't want to go to the doctor. And there's a whole layer of being both fat and a woman. You know that historically and presently, we don't listen to women. We say they're dramatic. We don't take their pain seriously. I shouldn't feel this dread to want to get help, knowing that the person is going to talk over me and act as if they know me and my body and the way I
Follow us.
So kind of talking about what she said, like where the fat liberation community, blah, 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 they don't like going to the doctor because they don't like being told that they're being unhealthy. It's just them not wanting to face the real truth, the definitive truth. And how many times have people avoided certain people because they don't want to talk about things? Because they knew as soon as you saw them that you would have to face the truth. And she's saying the quiet part out loud, and she doesn't realize that she doesn't understand it. And as much as she's trying, she's not trying as hard as she could be.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know where she's coming from. Did she lose 50 pounds already? If she lost 50 pounds, then I actually think she's doing great.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But I couldn't find, like I said, I tried to find her account and I couldn't find it. So I might have an update for you next week, because a lot of the times we talk about this stuff on Poor Choices and my phone is listening and I get to see where the thing originated from. And I'm like,
me all the stuff on TikTok, please.
Yeah. Literally. I'm like, what the heck? We were just talking about this.
Oh my God. Now, someone who I watched on Euphoria, I'm sure most of our chat has not watched Euphoria, Barbie Ferreira. This is her in 2021.
Holy crap.
And this is her in 2026.
Well, clearly she doesn't have type 2 diabetes.
Night and day. And that's the thing is, like, actually from season 1 to whatever the last season was, she actually was steadily gaining weight. So I'm actually interested to see in Euphoria this next season, which is coming out, I think, in a month or so.
Oh yeah, did they film that after she was skinny? That'll be interesting.
I don't know. Or was she losing weight at the time? Who knows? I'm actually really nervous to watch that because I don't know how I'm going to feel seeing Eric Dane.
No, yeah.
Because he according to stuff I saw, they filmed a lot of his scenes, like right from season 2 because they had I think they had a feeling, you know,
As
things
far
weren't
as I
gonna
know, he completed
go well.
his entire filming, and it's mostly in his wheelchair. So
Oh, okay, and
I
I
guess
mean
supposedly it's good.
it's crazy because I look at pictures of him from Grey's Anatomy at his prime, I think, in terms of like physicality and like his role. I mean, the role he has in Euphoria is not like a primary role, but he is intertwined in a lot of the stories, and it's crazy. So to see, I guess if this girl is fat positive, I have no idea in real life. In the show, she kind of like owns it and doesn't care that she's a bigger girl, yada, yada, yada. But I think the way you feel when you are lighter, you feel happier. You can move more. Getting up is not difficult. Right? So
Yeah.
it's crazy seeing this big of a difference. And now that I'm looking at this photo, I don't think she's wearing a bra.
Which one?
The one on the right.
Oh, it's fine. I didn't see anything through it.
I did.
Okay. Well, here.
Well, people might go back. People might go back.
Somebody was like, she's thick. Nah, bro. Hold on. I'll show you. She is not thick. She fat.
Is this a recent photo?
This was 2022.
Oh, okay.
And then 2026. We won't hover, but here's her moving. You can't really see anything in this one now. Kudos to her. That's the hard work, dedication. It doesn't look like she's on Ozempic. She still has her face and a personality in this facial region. So kudos. Get it, girl. Not the same. Not the same. America Ferrera and Barbie Ferrera, not the same person.
No. Although America
Nor are they
Ferrera,
related,
it's not really she doesn't seem like she's fat either, though, to be fair. And now we're bringing up the 90s again. In the 90s, the wave models were incredibly thin. Kate Moss was famous for it, but they still looked alive. Faces full of expression, bodies with energy and playfulness, a kind of mischievous vitality. What we're seeing now is different. Hollow faces, flat expressions, bodies that look drained rather than simply lean. And it makes sense biologically. GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic don't just suppress appetite, they blunt reward signaling in the brain. So people want less of everything. The body gets small and the spark seems to go with it. Thinness used to look like lightness. This feels almost anti-life.
Yeah. Look how skinny she is. Look how lifeless she is. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is a post. I did send it. I couldn't remember. And that's comparatively Kate Moss, who arguably, I believe in this photo, is probably skinnier than Margot Robbie in the photo we just looked at, but I digress. She still has light in her eyes. She still has personality there. Like, what? And Margot Robbie was one of the happiest, bubbly. She was so stinky cute. Like, what is going on?
I don't know. And to be fair, Kate Moss, also a model. She's supposed to emote easily, but then again, she's supposed to do the same thing.
Yeah. Kate Moss, also my favorite thing that Kate Moss has ever done. I'm pretty sure it was Kate Moss. Was answer a question. I can't remember the question, but the answer was nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. And everybody lost their minds. Lost their ever-loving minds.
And why are we always trying to attain that? Everyone that I've ever known, girl-wise.
She said that 25 years ago, and people lost their minds, and it kind of died down. Then the body positivity movement came about. But now that people are starting to focus more, and I'm not talking about the Ozempic skinny or anorexic people, but people in general as a whole, with the last few years, we've all started focusing on health more, prioritizing natural foods, and that sound bite was trending on TikTok, and people were also losing their minds over it again.
Of course,
it's so toxic. I'm like, nah. As somebody who has been both chunky, never obese, but overweight and skinny, I could tell you right now.
Yeah, most people are. You can tell in just their pictures and the way they carry themselves. Rhinoceros for the $4.99. Keep the goblin in the Goblin Kingdom. LOL. Sometimes separation works. Thank you, Rhinoceros. Now, let's get to. I saw this all over Twitter. The discourse between who's hotter, Henry Cavill or Timothée Chalamet. I don't know why this is even a debate, but it is.
So,
And
do you have the original post?
no.
The OG post?
Do you want to go? So I have the Evie magazine one here, which we'll talk about here while you're looking for that. In the latest internet discourse, some women on X are claiming Henry Cavill isn't that attractive. But there may be some scientific explanation for why some women say they prefer someone like Timothée Chalamet instead. Research suggests that women on hormonal birth control tend to be drawn to men with softer, more feminine facial features. Coincidence? Now, I actually thought, and this is not anything about his facial features. I actually thought he was very wafy and he was going to be more feminine, but he actually exudes a lot of masculinity in Dune. So I don't know if his personality kind of oversees that.
Yeah. And of course he does in Dune. He's acting. In real
Well,
life, he
and that's
wears
the thing.
dresses.
I know, but you can look feminine but still exude masculinity, right? So you can kind of supersede that with your personality. And women they're not just about looks. Like I don't know much about Timothée, so maybe he's very masculine in his interviews and I'm just missing that. I'm not sure. But anyways, so this is the original post. Henry Cavill is more of a man's man. He actually isn't that attractive to most women. Timothée, what I will say, he's like classic handsome, which I would also argue with the whole feminist movement that is toxic for those women. Timothée Chalamet outshines him as a sex symbol that appears to women. Henry has the classic strong, tall, muscular, and reliable kind of vibe, but he lacks edginess, danger, and mystery. He's basically a Reddit nice guy in a jagged body and a handsome face. Also, he's enthusiastic about stuff like building PCs and his Warhammer figure collection. I find it cute personally, but for most women, it's negative aura. Now, I kind of do agree with this statement that she says here. That most people are not into Warhammer, and if or any nerd stuff. If women find out you're into nerd stuff, we've talked about this with like Max. People are not going to see his comic book collection right away because people judge it, and that's the sad part. But then I say, I would rather my man have a comic book collection than go out drinking every week, yell at their TV every day about sports. I don't watch sports, so I don't know. Although I don't think that he does that. But I don't know, chat. Who do you think's hotter between the two?
There's no way. I know straight men who have fallen all over themselves over Henry Cavill. They're like, well, listen, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. Like for Henry Cavill, he doesn't even have to pay me the $20. Like, come on. Even Duke, we watched the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, and he was like, that's a pretty man. Like that is men want to be that, women want to date that. Like there is no, I'm sorry, but you can't let's not play stupid. You can have your preferences. Like I prefer the Timothée, that's my normal type. Okay, but objectively speaking, you're an idiot if you think Timothée Chalamet or Tom Hiddleston or even Tom Holland, and out of the three, Tom Holland is the more manly of the three of them, scrawny little white guys, cuter than Henry Cavill because that's your preference, but to flat out be for real with a straight face and say that that man is less attractive than the three, you are lying. You are posting this for attention. Kudos to your ex paycheck. I hope you made $1,000. I really do. Girl, I hope you made $2,000.
I really don't understand how. Okay, maybe Timothée is more mysterious because I actually don't know much about him, to be fair. I don't think Timothée is dangerous.
No, I could take him out.
Or I also don't see how he's edgy, but then again, I don't know his personality, but just physically, he doesn't seem that edgy. No. So, I wonder what the normie perspective would be on this. Maybe I should go on Facebook and post this and be like, ladies, who would you choose? Henry or Timothée? I don't understand it. I don't know why people are so delusional. I do think, and I kind of wish this for Henry, like if he was born 20 years earlier, his career would just be that much more like wonderful. I feel like he's born out of his time and it's unfortunate, but I mean, he has a kid, he has a family, and I mean, he has that Warhammer contract. Things are looking up for him, but I don't know if his movie curse is over or show curse is over as of yet.
Yeah. I think he's doing I think he's doing well. I mean, he seems to be doing things that he wants to do, and that's fine, like a paycheck's a paycheck kind of thing. But yeah, it doesn't help though either that like I'm gonna put this on y'all. And I say y'all as a general thing. Henry was fought for bringing back a Superman. We want him as Superman. So The Rock said, hell yeah, I brought him back as Superman. You're welcome. Nobody went and watched The Rock's movie. I'm not saying you have to watch a crappy movie, but the point is we show up for Henry as Superman. We're going to be there. We want Henry back as Superman. Nobody showed up in the theater. So they canned that. Then it was Henry needs a leading role, this, and that, and the other. And then, of course, Witcher fired him. Then it was, well, Henry can do anything, and I'll be sat in the theater. Nobody went and watched The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. That movie bombed at the box office. It's a great movie, by the way. If you've not seen it, I highly recommend it. It's worth
I don't want to put The Witcher on him because
no, The Witcher wasn't on him. But it's like, that was not on him. But you guys don't also, and I say, again, you guys is like a loose general thing. You don't show up for his movies in the theaters either. So it's like, the man can only do so much. So now I think he's at the point where he's like, I'm going to pick roles that I like. And fuck all y'all. And Guy Ritchie has adopted him. So
at least if he does the roles he likes, then he has that. It doesn't have to be the best role, but it's one that he enjoys and enjoys doing this project. Because I mean, he still has a career regardless, but it's just probably not as big as it could have been if he was born 20 years earlier.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E. was 15 years or 10 years ago. 2015, 2025, 16 years ago. But my point is, like, the internet clamors, oh, Henry Cavill this and Henry Cavill that, and Henry Cavill and Henry. Nobody watched Argyle. Nobody watched not the Man from U.N.C.L.E. Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. The ratings for the Enola Holmes movie were garbage.
But that also
a kid movie. My point is, all these Henry Cavill people who want him to be more than what he is don't show up for him. So it's like, the man can only do so much, guys.
Well, that's true. That is very true.
No, don't show up for him in the theater or on his streaming services or whatever. So it's like, what else is he supposed to do?
He's so handsome. Oh my goodness.
He genuinely seems like such a nice person. And if I ever run into him on some weird, strange turn of fate, we're having a beer together.
Yes, please. Yes, please. All right. Let me see. Okay. Oh, this is actually coming up. So I think we just quickly look at this. I'm going to play this whilst we're doing like our last little bit. So this is Clavicular with his trailer for his 24/7 1-month-long stream marathon starting this Friday. And I'm getting such American Psycho vibes from this, by the way.
Wasn't that the point?
Probably. I don't know. But I don't know how. I mean, he obviously does well, clearly.
I live in a luxury condominium in downtown Miami. The Penthouse.
I think someone bought it for him.
My name is Clavicular. I'm 20 years old. I believe in looks maxing. The idea of maximizing physical attractiveness by any means necessary in order to ascend.
It's literally so stupid. I cannot believe he
in
does
the morning,
this.
If my
meat
job
grinder or meat pounder?
Shrink.
Is that a meat pounder?
Yeah, he's doing micro breaks in his jawbone so that he can have a more defined jawline.
Huh. Is he hitting himself hard enough for that?
He's not trying to make a huge fracture, just micro fractures.
So if you're telling me if I take my meat hammer, I have one that looks exactly like that.
I'm not telling you. Clavicular
just little like this, it breaks my jaw.
Honestly,
that's crazy.
I would not do that.
Well, no, but if I were to, like, doing this is okay. But if I were to take that, even though with the same, like, not any harder pressure, it looks like he's just barely doing this.
I don't think he's doing anything, to be fair.
Well,
he started doing this when he was a teenager, I believe, from what I've read and learned online. So to go from, like, say, I don't know, 16 or something to 20 something, your jawline's going to get more defined regardless because you're going to lose your baby fat. Like that's the
Yeah.
crazy part.
Especially men. Men always lose their baby fat. It's very rare for a man to lose the baby fat in their face. Women more. We hold on to it more, but than men do. But that's
So
crazy.
something to also think about is when your bone reforms, if there is fractures in it, it doesn't reform uniformly. So don't be an idiot and do stuff like this because you might end up with a very bulbousy looking face. You might end up like Chonky from Resident Evil at that rate. Who knows? Oh, so
While Bone Smash to strengthen it, my ratios are nearly golden now. Testosterone for muscle growth, disoxin as for appetite suppression, glutathione for health maxing, peptides for anti-aging and collagen production, melanotan 2 for healthy glow, IGF-1, HGH, retatrutide for leanness, dutasteride and minoxidil for hair maintenance.
I feel like we're hearing a medical commercial.
When it comes to ascension, if you're not looks maxing,
It's eyeliner.
you're not life
I know he
maxing.
wears makeup.
I freaking knew it.
And if you're not life maxing, you're nothing. The wait is over. March 13th. Mog World Order begins. 30 days, 24/7 live on Kick. Welcome to the new era.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but Christian Bale in American Psycho is a bad guy. And we're not supposed to look up to him. What is happening here?
This
What's
is just
going
gonna bring out a lot of clips. People are gonna clip his stream, and I mean, he went viral. I worry about the youth listening to him a lot because he also endorses, in a sense, even though he says don't do it, doing drugs. We should not be like in a way influencing kids to do drugs. It's so stupid. And also when they say looks maxing, health maxing, it just like it's such stupid words. And I feel like an old person for saying this. Oh my god, your lingo is literally so stupid. Oh, 6'7". Ha 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 ha. So
Oh
funny.
my gosh, these people the fact that he uses looks maxing as a serious statement and not being facetious is mind-boggling to me. Be right back.
No, because it's for real. I mean, he is. I will say, objectively, he's a handsome person, but everything that surrounds him as a person, the actions that we've seen, the people he talks to, the amount of drugs in this man's body is ridiculous. I put him at the level of these actors, actresses, and people in LA where they're getting so much plastic in their body and fillers and all these surgeries. It's very feminine, like to be that obsessed with your looks at this level, and it's just sad. It's just sad. I'm booty maxing right now. Is that because you're putting stuff in your booty? That makes sense. That makes sense. But I'm sad that he's become viral, but at the same time, it makes sense in this world because people want someone to look up to. And unfortunately, someone like him is the one that's out there a lot of the time. So, yeah. You know how to make the day special by you just being you. Don't be someone else. Exactly. But the thing is, a lot of people with the internet, they try to aspire to be this person. I watched a video recently about how like kids, they will try to look older because back in the day when you were 13, 14 years old, you go to school, the people who you're around, that is what you aspire to be. You know, you see the person in grade 8 and you're like, oh, I want to do their makeup. I want to copy what they're doing. You see stuff in magazines at best. I want to emulate that. Now what we're seeing is the stuff as an adult, as a teenager, as an older person. We're seeing the same influence in terms of makeup, clothes, skincare. The fact that some of these teenagers have better skincare than I do is absolutely insane. And this is coming from someone who did aesthetics back in like when I was 17, 18. But they learn the same makeup techniques that adults are using. So that's why they end up looking like the way they do. A 13-year-old today looks like they're 19 or 20. And that's why you have to be very careful when you're out there on the streets. So, did X-Ray Girl try to look like a 35-year-old? No, I look like a typical 13-year-old. I wore really ugly clothes. Okay?
And really ugly makeup. You could tell we were underage when we wore our makeup, unlike the kids of nowadays.
Bright blue eyeshadow looked really stupid and silly.
Our makeup was, or at least as white girls, our makeup was like 2 shades at minimum too dark for the rest of us. Our skin. Like we didn't match it.
You look at these kids these days and they look older than me sometimes, and you. Like, that's crazy.
Mhm.
So I think it's the fact that we are more connected than ever, which obviously there's so many pros with that. But this is the cons that we never anticipated. The effect that we would have on children and them seeing so much and being influenced almost too easily, you know? So, anyways, Tugs, I'm tired of talking about the sad world.
Well,
Yeah.
it's only
Poseidon-
getting sadder.
I know. I hope it does a turnaround. Poseidon with the 5 says, listening to people like him makes me feel like I'm losing brain cells. Maybe you are. So I was talking with Tugs. Was it Tuesday? It was Tuesday. After work. About I was watching the Sean Ryan podcast with
yeah,
Ripperger.
Mhm.
And he's done exorcisms and is kind of very prominent in that world. And he talks about just the demonic presence in a lot of the stuff that we learn and see every day. And who knows, maybe in some ways, I don't know, maybe I'm putting myself in this little conspiracy theory now. I'm like, everything's demonic, everything is evil. Who knows if that's correct or not. But you know, I'm guessing a lot of things are trying to influence people who are easily influenced. So then we come out with this alt-right thing where even thinking Henry Cavill is hotter than Timothée Chalamet ends up sounding what is logical sounds illogical to people who are easily influenced about other things that are like feminism and, you know, something like that. So I don't
The
know.
enemy wants to influence all the bad things on you.
I mean, it would make
Just
sense.
remember that.
Demons are real. I mean, I believe demons are real. I don't know if I've seen or heard or talked to one. Probably have, to be honest.
You
Sounds-
probably have without realizing it.
From what Father Ripper said, so who knows? Who knows? Poseidon with the 5 says, when I was 16, I could pass for 18. When I was 19, I had a full beard and people thought I was in my 40s. Shaved to a goatee to put a stop to that. And beards do that to a lot of boys, men.
Oh yeah.
And then the videos, oh my God, I love them when you, like the fathers shave their beards and they're like infant or toddler kids. They like have a complete meltdown because they're like, oh, it's a stranger. Go away. It changes a person's face. And Thread with the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much, Thread. Cheers, cheers. All right. Now, Tugs, what are you up to for the next few days?
People keep asking me if I've seen The Bride. Bless you. I have not seen The Bride.
I
I
don't
knew The
recommend it.
Bride was going to be shit when I watched the trailer. If you don't believe me, go to my channel, That Tug Life. Go to my reaction video playlist. You can watch my reaction to the trailer where I was absolutely like, this movie's going to suck monkey balls. I don't know how nobody else saw this. I'm watching everybody who came out of the theater. All of you in the community, I'm calling you out. All these big names. Oh, that movie sucked. What the heck was that? Well, you didn't know it was going to suck from the trailer? How did you miss that? Anyway, that's not the point. Point is tomorrow's morning roast. And that no gaming stream for me tomorrow because I work.
Okay.
And I don't know
Oh.
when I'm going to be gaming again because my schedule is crap the next few days. But anyway, point is,
All
Brian's
good.
terrible, and I called it from the beginning. Anyway, sorry, Andrew. It's
Uh,
not directed to you.
Let's see. So tomorrow, roasts in the evening. I have gaming with Kara. I don't know what we're playing. Maybe schedule one. And then in Friday night tights, sassy Saturdays. You know, the typical stuff. So, yeah, that's it. I had a good show.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Colton Coldrick for 5 says, I
Colton.
think what initially attracted Duke to Tugs was the bun. Oh, your hair.
Actually, the first time he saw me at the wedding, I was not a bun. I had my hair down and I was wearing a red dress that
Oh,
really accentuates the fact that I have a big butt.
it was another type of buns.
Yeah, the other buns. You're not far off.
You just
Not
needed
this
an S on that.
Yeah, you missed the S.
Oh, love it, love it. So thank you guys so much for the super chats. Thank you guys for being here, being part of the conversation. I enjoyed this show. And I'm
Me
tired
too.
now.
That was a good
And-
one.
Oh, excuse me. I woke up early today, okay? All right.
Everybody's waking up early. It's daylight savings time.
I know. Have a good night, guys. Bye, y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye.